Hello, everyone, and welcome to more Ticket to Ride here on the Sorcerer Network. My name is Sorcerer Matt, and I always love when the opening tickets are just so easy. Anytime you see lines looking exactly the same, those are the ones you want to go with. Pretty straightforward. Really, the biggest thing that is the biggest pitfalls of this route would be not getting Los Angeles to Phoenix. Maybe even a little bit of Denver to Santa Fe, I guess, could be a little bit of a issue. I'm going to go ahead and do this. Okay, fantastic. I was hoping not to have to use the wild. So next turn, grabbing Los Angeles to Phoenix. And then I'm probably going to be pretty aggressive in trying to grab Santa Fe to Denver. And as always, we got to worry about people getting in the New York, Pittsburgh, Chicago area. Really, it's the middle of the map that I'm not as concerned about. We see blue take the Nashville to Atlanta, which is fine, and blue take the Houston to New Orleans. So blue goes with a little bit of a riskier opening as well, because if you need both of those, I think blue did the right thing in prioritizing this. But this is, I love these starting tickets. And the reason is this, is it just, these starting tickets plug you so well into the whole board. And because you're going right down the middle, branching out from this is pretty easy. So I'm going to go ahead and take the pair guaranteed because I want to get Denver to Santa Fe. And I'm probably going to use 2 blue. Well, I don't know. How aggressive do I need to get here? Because I'd like to use the 2 green here. All right. I can be convinced that we can hang out for a tick. Yeah, I think this is a situation where there's just a ton of stuff that I really want to prioritize, but I don't want to sequence this bad where I grab something. Like, I don't want to grab the Santa Fe to Denver and Santa Fe to Phoenix with, the white and the green, and then I miss out on the New York to Pittsburgh and Chicago to St. Louis. I don't want to do that. Now, with that said, I will happily use 2 yellow. Okay, so purple grabs San Francisco to Los Angeles. Interesting. Okay, I'm happy to grab an orange here and then go off the top. All right, love a wild. Love that. Love that a lot. I mean, I could just burn the wilds here, but that seems like not advisable. So if I'm going to hit more wilds, then what the heck do I care? All right, if the orange is there, I'm okay. All right, so red. Ooh, this is now turning into a very nice start. All it takes is one turn. So red goes Atlanta to Miami. That's interesting. So I am going to grab Chicago to Pittsburgh because I don't have any. That's a late Vegas to Los Angeles. Because I don't have any black. So I have either green or white. So if people start taking one side, I have the other side. Okay. And then now we grab New York to Pittsburgh, and then probably I'm just going to finish off the gambit Chicago to St. Louis and even go St. Louis to Kansas City. Because I probably want to get Phoenix to Santa Fe done before I draw, but I'm not as worried about the middle because there's so many directions I can go. And even what I draw might inform how I take the middle of the... It's pretty clear I'm going Chicago to Pittsburgh to New York, and then from there and also going Los Angeles to Phoenix to Santa Fe to Denver. Like that's pretty clear of like I want to do that. But then all this stuff, I don't know. So blue looks like they're going to hang out in the south. I'm curious if purple has northwest. And I don't know what direction red's going. I don't know if red just has the like East Coast Miami routes, or see, yeah, this tells me that red is going to be more on the East Coast rather than going west. I could be wrong at this point, but this gives me like Montreal to Miami, Boston to Miami, those kind of vibes, and this is exactly why we got all this. Okay, so that tells us that purple is not in the northwest, or at least not prioritizing it. But this is why getting that solidified. Now purple's got to worry about all kinds of stuff. All right, so I am happy to. That is interesting. So at this point, So definitely an orange here. And then I think we can just go off the top. Oh, well, that is just delightful. It's so delightful that I think I'm going to draw some tickets here. Let's do it. Why not? Why not let it fly? All right, Kansas City to Boston feels very doable. And I think that's I guess Calgary to Phoenix isn't terrible at this point of the game. And yeah, it's 13 points. If that's a decent one. And then if we're doing that, we might as well go Calgary to Nashville. Yeah, this is a little aggressive, but not, I don't know, I don't think it's completely ridiculous. We're staying out of Miami. Clearly. hot take there. So, yeah, red clearly has, I think, some like Montreal and New Orleans, things like that. Great. So I do think that, I wonder if purple was needed to get into Miami for any reason. So I do think that getting this Phoenix to Santa Fe and Denver to Kansas City done quickly is going to be the priority. And then probably we're just going to come out of Denver here. I suppose we could, if we start, if cards are not kind to us, we could jet out to Salt Lake and go up to Helena. It's not the worst thing in the world, but I guess I would prefer to not do that. I really don't want to use my two wilds for Santa Fe to Phoenix, but I might. Just to, I don't know. I guess it is wild, but I don't want something stupid to happen here. I don't know. Okay, so red goes destination tickets. So red's feeling comfortable enough to draw. I like that everyone feels very disjointed. So we're going to prioritize this because I have no black in my hand, so I definitely don't want to miss out on this. I do need to remember as well to get up to Boston. So red and that's the reason to save the wilds. All right, so I need to save the wilds because if someone grabs one side of that, I don't want to be caught. I don't want to be caught with a situation where I can't play one side of it. Okay, so I do think that off the top is fine. I would like to see some green. Whoa. So I'm gonna take the red first, because this purple coming around here, this makes me slightly nervous. I love that everyone is getting in each other's way in this northwest, and now we're just kind of chilling out, relaxing, maxing out cool. Okay, delightful there. So we're going red. Wonderful. And the nice thing for Calgary to Helena is it can be any color. And that's where I don't want to use a bunch of wilds to go Vegas to Phoenix to Santa Fe, because it can be anything. Even if I just have to use one wild, I'm fine with that. Like, it's to the point where I think I might use it now. Yeah. Well, of course, there's going to be a green that I'm going to want to take. All right. I'm not going to mess around anymore. I don't want to miss out on that route. It seems pretty clear that I'm not going to have competition in the Northwest right now, and so we can hang out for a second. Yeah, I don't like that you're taking green. However, I will happily take this pair of blue, because I will spend 2 wild to go Denver to Helena if I can get another blue to go Helena to Calgary. Yeah, see, boo to you. Okay, however, not boo to that. So, I mean, do I just burn my wilds here? No. I think now I burn 1 wild. Unless there's a green on board, then I'm not. I'm approaching 300 elo. I really want to get 300 elo, and this would be a good match to do it against, because I would get some good elo from these. And this is going very well. Let's grab another pair here, because now I don't have to use any wilds. So this is fantastic. So let's get up to Calgary, and then we can draw again. And we are, again, very well plugged in this board. Miami is really the only place that's like a heck no. And you know what I'm realizing? I need to get into Nashville. So let's do that. Let's do that as well. Let's not forget about that. I'm very much not getting burned for being forgetful. That is an interesting route by red. I guess this is a very interesting route by red, but not a bad one necessarily. Simply on the everyone needs to get into Sault Ste. Marie. Holy crap! You get some points off of, we have some good tickets, but not a whole lot of points. So there's that. Okay, delightful. So 6 tickets, and the nice thing is all 6 of these tickets, 9 points is our lowest one? Yeah. Yeah, this is excellent. And we still have the Northwest very wide open. So there's a real world where Seattle to New York is open and can be taken. So Los Angeles, Chicago, yes please. Okay, so now we start getting a little bit tricky. So Dallas to New York and Calgary to Salt Lake. I think I like Dallas to New York more than I like Calgary to Salt Lake. Reasoning being, juice is worth the squeeze a little bit more, 11 points versus 7 points. I don't need a specific color, whether it be red or pink, whatever that color is. And then 2 pairs is pretty easy to get. And I really like taking 2. 3 can just get very greedy, and this game is going well. I don't really feel the need to be super duper greedy. I mean, don't get me wrong, it's really fun to just absolutely thrash some people, but I'm not really feeling like. But I also don't want to throw away the game because I'm trying to destroy my opponent's will to live in Ticket to Ride. Yeah, I think this is fine. So yes to the pair, and now we can just work our way right down to Dallas. I suppose the other thing we could do is draw destination tickets again. I guess I'm kind of holding out hope that maybe we can hit something in the Northwest. But I also don't want to. I also don't want to goof myself. Okay. I don't know what that saying was, but I don't want to I don't want to screw myself over by not having enough turns to get down to Dallas, and now all of a sudden I'm losing 11 points because Red only has 5 trains left. So we definitely are in the. We got to be careful here. Now, okay, so yeah, I'm kind of in the I don't want to play anything. Yeah, I don't want to do anything more. Now, I do think I may grab. What's the correct thing to do here? I'm not worried about, if Red wants to end this game, awesome. Yes, awesome. So I don't think there's any reason that I need to draw tickets. I think it is just a let's play the last of our cards and get the guaranteed 4 points. I don't see any reason why we need to overextend ourselves. We're gonna have the most tickets. I mean, I suppose Red could snipe us there. If I was Red, I would draw here simply on the grounds of. Well, I don't know, though. They have 73 points. That's a really nice East Coast game to get 73 points. But, yeah, I still think destination tickets. So I suppose we could lose the 15-point bonus here. But I don't. Okay, so Red takes 2, which probably means they hit them because there's no reason why you would take 2 otherwise. So Purple hits massive stuff. So it is a bummer here that Red grabs 2 tickets that they have, because now we're sharing that 15-point bonus. So I don't get the boost of 15 more points. Now, Red might not be the one that I have an issue with. It looks like Purple is going to be the one that I have an issue with, especially because Purple has the longest train here, though it does not look like it's going to matter. So Blue misses out on some, and so no. Blue, I think, just had a rough game. I think Blue got displaced with Red's route into Miami, and just a whole bunch of other stuff happened. But that is a. I really liked Red's game here, though. I'll be honest. I really liked this how they did this route here. Especially, that's the longest train on the East Coast. Hey, look at that. That's the kind of ELO we want there. Woo! I really would like to get and stay at this 300 ELO. Anyway, so Purple was the, holy cats. That is powerful from Purple. If any of us didn't have as good of a game as we did, Purple probably takes this down pretty easily. There's Seattle, New York, San Francisco, Washington. Purple just needed a little bit more. Needed some more of these middle routes. But I appreciate the effort. I mean, even though you take third, that's just still a fun game to complete those big tickets. All right, let's look at some stats here. Yeah, so this is the guy, completed points with destinations. 77 points. That's a lot. But I mean, we were clearly 105. Even this is where Symphonious did not have us. These East Coast routes they're not going to stack up. The 4-pointers just don't stack up. You can see here the average claim route length. We were the least, but it didn't matter just because of how good of our tickets were. We were very efficient with our cards, very, very efficient. I like this breakdown, collecting train cards, 14 hidden and 22 visible. I'm liking maybe a little bit more hidden, but I'm liking this ratio a little bit more than some of the other ratios that I've come to. So we're experimenting, and as usual, winner takes the most additional tickets. Top 2 take 9 combined. Bottom 2 take 4. So awesome. Well, hey, if you're enjoying the content, hit that subscribe button. We've been on a little hot streak lately. We've had some good games on the channel here lately. So if you're enjoying the content, subscribe. I appreciate everyone that does. Like and comment, and we'll see you next time.